Well, nobody expected this guy to show up and become a Kentucky Derby favorite with just one start. Another day, another Derby profile. Today's episode is going to be on Taiba. Let's go. So, there's not much in the way of stats in major races, but we gotta cover them anyway because that's our formula. So for stats, Taiba has raced only 2 times in his career. However, he won both of those races. His major races were a main special weight and the Santa Anita Derby, which is the important one that got him into this whole Kentucky Derby favorite hype in the first place. Because he went from an impressive maiden to a Grade 1 winner in one fell swoop. When it came to running style, he usually does a stalking method and then just pulls away and gives us a show from the 2 races we've seen. I can't really build much of a foundation of a running style, but that's the best I got. And for highest speed figure, it's actually pretty easy. Both of his victories gave a 102 speed figure, which is certainly above average, but it's not the highest we've seen. That would be Messier and Zandon at 107. But speaking of Messier, he beat that horse, so shows how much that means. But now it's time for the meat of our Derby profile, and despite only 2 career starts to boot, I think we can still get a pretty nice foundation of strengths and weaknesses for Taiba. First up, let's start with strengths, which there are quite a few. Firstly, he's a Grade 1 winner, and against Messier no less, proves that he did handle some pretty tough competition. I mean, he beat a horse who won the Robert B. Lewis by over 15 lengths. That's no small feat. He's undefeated, which is always a nice little touch. He's never ran a sub 100 speed figure, so he's consistently fast. And most importantly of all, Justify. Justify was a very lightly raced horse trained by Bob Baffert, only running 3 times before going into the Kentucky Derby, and he went on to win the Triple Crown. Now, don't misconstrue this as me saying that Taiba's going to be the next Triple Crown winner, because that would be ridiculous to say. But what I'm saying is that a lightly raced Bob Baffert horse going on to win the Kentucky Derby sounds kind of right up his alley. But if we're going to talk about weaknesses, what Taiba is doing is unprecedented even for Bob Baffert. No horse has ran 2 races and then gone on to win the Kentucky Derby. In fact, the closest thing we got is Justify, and even he had 3 races instead of 2. As well as that, it is incredibly rare to have a horse not race at age 2 and still win the Kentucky Derby. Only 2 horses have done it, Apollo and Justify is what we like to call an exception to the rule and not the rule, making what Taiba's doing absolutely unprecedented and incredibly difficult. As well as that, having only 2 races to his name means that there is still a lot we need to know about this horse. For all we know, the Santa Anita Derby could be one huge fluke, and we're just all going to be played for fools when he flops in the Kentucky Derby, if he does. But we'll just have to see on race day. Overall, due to his incredible potential but lack of racing experience, I can't give Taiba any further than a B grade. So, take that for what you will. He initially shows talent, but we haven't seen a lot of him, if anything. So, hope you guys enjoyed this Derby profile. Comment down other horses I should cover, and see you guys on the flip side.